boy Double S. Hope you stretch going to the wrong address.
When the world is saying it's the end,
We on the stocks today.
I need you to be alive. I need you to have more aspiration than you ever had before. I need you to have more ambition than you ever had before. I need you to tell yourself, this is the moment where I shine. Understand, this is your moment. This is the opportunity that you prayed for. See, you had the vision.
We here now. What's happening, y'all?
But you didn't know what it was going to take to get
If y'all don't know who this is, man, you need to subscribe, like, comment, all that right now. It's live right now.
And now you here.
We digging in on the stock market, baby.
And for some of us, we had to learn on the fly. For most of us, this is the moment that makes or breaks you.
Amen.
Everything you read in the book is cool. They gave you some strategy. Everything you read in the book, you see it on your computer screens. Everything you see in the book is playing out just the way the book said. The book never told you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, what it was going to take to get through. The chat bot told you this is the data you need to look for, but the chat bot never experienced the emotion. So the chat bot couldn't tell you the emotion, the mental fortitude that was going to be needed. You had to get in the water to feel that. You can look up the benefits of getting in a cold plunge. You can look up the benefits and say, yes, you can put in the chat box, what does cold plunging do for me? And it can tell you everything that cold plunging would do. But the chat box can't tell you what does it feel like once you get in there. It can paint a picture. It can say, hey, it may feel like this. It may feel like that. You can compare it to this and you can compare it to that. But until you get in there, because the only thing that keeps you in there is what you tell yourself in your head. The only thing that keeps you in there is what you feel in your heart. You got to be forged in the fire, baby. You got to be forged in the fire, baby. This is the fire. You done been through it for 4 weeks now. You done been through it through 4 weeks now.
And we still survive.
February 19th, the market started going down.
Yeah.
You've been in it a month now.
Yep.
What we doing? What we doing? You know what it feels like now.
Sure do.
It shouldn't even be no pressure no more.
Nope.
It shouldn't be no pressure no more. It shouldn't be pain no more. You should look at it and be like, bet.
Let him cook, y'all.
I'm on the other side of it.
Let him cook.
Jose, I use the cold plunge analogy for a reason.
Let him cook.
I'm at a point now when I get in the cold plunge, I'm doing 9 minutes now. 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes, every time. But no matter what, the first 2 minutes are always the 2 minutes that are the most important 2 minutes. It's the most important part of the cold plunge for me. Because the one thing I can never get used to is getting in that cold water. In my brain, I do not want to do it. There's nothing about my anatomy that finds pure joy in getting in that cold water. And I don't even lie to myself about it. The problem is we lie to ourselves about something. Let's be real with it. Bro, I do not want to get in there. But the benefits of it, What is building in me internally? That fortitude comes from standing in the fire. You've been in it since February the 19th, fam. We a month in. At this point, you either saying, I'm going to build it out or I'm going to quit right now. You make the decision. But once you quit once, yo, I promise you, you ain't going to never be the same. You'll never be the same. I call Jose. I said, Jose, hey, I'm about to hit this cold plunge, bro. I FaceTime my dog.
Let him cook.
He said, what we doing? I said, I'm about to, yeah. The first 2 minutes I get in, you got to go from to. And what I'm telling myself in that moment is, bro, it's cold. But I'm colder.
Let him cook. Let's go, Wall Street.
I do not want to be in here. But it's giving birth to something in me. The first 30 seconds go by. And I'm getting my heartbeat under control. My brain is saying, get out. I'm saying, I run this. I tell you what to do. I'm mentally at war with myself the first 30 seconds. Then we hit a minute, and my brain is still loud. My heart done picked up. My feet are freezing. My hands are freezing. Everything is tingling. I want to get out. I gotta tell myself, yes, it is cold, bro. As a matter of fact, it's freezing. But you gonna sit your ass right here. And you ain't getting out. You ain't getting out. Under 3 minutes, you're not getting out. Now look at the time. I'm 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. I stick my face in the water. Because I understand my whole body's in. But I need my brain to feel it.
Let's go.
I need my face to feel it. I need to be submerged in it. My arms under the water. I need to feel, I need it to overwhelm me. Because when I'm overwhelmed, watch this, yo. It's not what you think about. It's not the thoughts that you have when everything is going good. It's the thoughts you have when you're overwhelmed that make you. It's what you tell yourself when you're overwhelmed is what make you. It's what you tell yourself when everything in you is saying, get out. When everything in you is saying, this ain't for you. When everything in you is saying, hey, bro, you crazy? I say, hell yeah. Because the vision that I have is worth me being overwhelmed.
Let's go. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
So I stick my face in it.
You talking that shit right now.
10 seconds.
Got me motivated.
15 seconds. I come up. Look at the clock. Now we 3 minutes in. I say, bro, we could give 4 minutes. At this point, guess what? It ain't even much that cold no more.
That's right.
Because I done got immune to it. Because I keep telling myself, this water cold, but I'm colder.
Ooh, you cooking.
This water it ain't nothing but water. It
that
can't
heat
break me. The water gotta adapt to me. I don't gotta adapt to it. I don't gotta adapt to it. Before I know it, I'm 5 minutes in. At this point, we good. At this point, I'm 6 minutes in. My clock turned off. I said, Jose, my first words to him, how much time we got? He said, I don't know. I done lost track of time at this point. I can't see the clock no more. At this point, I'm just there. I'm forced in a fight. Yeah. You can say, well, that's just water, Trap. And I'm going to say, it's just the market, fam. I'm going to say, it's just life, fam. I'm going to say, it's just life doing what life do. It's just the market doing what the market do. You thought tripling your net worth was going to be a cakewalk? You thought tripling your net worth wasn't going to come with no adversity? You thought everything was just going to run, and you wasn't going to have to feel nothing? You thought you weren't going to make no mistakes? You thought you weren't going to have no casualties of war? What type of war you fight? What type of fight you get in where you ain't never had to bleed? What type of fight you get in where you ain't never had to scuff? If you ain't never had to get a nut, guess what? You always fought somebody weaker than you. You know what make David and Goliath so powerful? David was outmatched. But only from the outside. David was outmatched if you only look with your naked eye. Because David had something that nobody out there had in it. That nobody out there could see. David had something inside of him. And you got something in you. And people counting you out. The people looking at the market like it's Goliath. And then they looking at your hot 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 like it's 5 rocks. But David ain't need all 5 rocks to kill Goliath. He actually missed him with the first one.
Let's go, Trap.
Here's the crazy part about the story.
Talk that stock talk, baby.
Saul actually gave David a helmet, a sword, and some armor. And David said, nah, I'm good. From lunch to legacy with unorthodox armor. Everybody looking at him thought he wasn't equipped for the fight. Everybody looking at him thought he was insane. But guess what? Everybody who thought he was insane, everybody who thought he was crazy, neither of them had the courage to step up to Goliath. So you always look crazy to them when you do something that they ain't willing to do. You're going to always look insane to them. You're going to always look stupid to them. They're going to always have a lot to say, but they ain't willing to do what you willing to do. They ain't willing to go after what you willing to go after. They ain't willing to get in the ring with the poverty of Goliath. They ain't willing to step up and fight check to check. They ain't willing to fight for their 401k. They ain't willing to fight for their retirement. They ain't willing to fight. They ain't willing to fight. They ain't willing to fight. But you said, I got my 5 rocks. Now here's the dope part about that. Those 5 rocks had been sitting in that creek for some time. See, it was shaped and molded for that precise battle. He wouldn't have won the battle if he would have went with the arsenal that Saul gave him. He wouldn't have won if he'd have used one of his brother's swords. He wouldn't have won if he'd have used his brother's shield. He wouldn't have won if he'd have used his brother's helmet. He had to use those 5
Take you some notes. That's what I'm finna do.
Specifically for him.
Get you some good notes in
that battle.
Got my notebook right here.
If you read it, it says the 5 rocks were smooth. I want you to understand something. You can crush a rock. You can pound a rock. You can sand a rock. But water will smooth the rock, but it takes time. The rocks had to persevere in the creek. Water over a long period of time. You know the turbulence the rocks had to go through? You know the different nuances that the rocks had to go through in order for them to be smooth? No, listen to me, y'all. It was those rocks that were smooth. He didn't pick any rock. He picked 5 smooth rocks. Why am I saying this? Because the things that you have to fight this battle, it's already curated for you, family. It's already positioned for you, family. It's time to turn lunch into legacy. It's time to drown out the noise. In order for something to be shaped and molded, to be perfectly designed, to execute, it must go through the fire. It must go through the adversity. But most importantly, it takes time. It takes time. And yes, you must be like Job. Because if you read the whole story of Job, guess what? That whole book of Job is about him arguing with his homies. It's about the people closest to him who, when he was up high, they was rocking with him. But when he fell down, they told him, hey, you fell down because you self-righteous, bro. When he was coming down, his own wife said, hey, won't you go ahead on and curse yourself, curse God and kill yourself, fam? His own homies telling him, hey, you deserve to be like this. Because they got people around you right now that say, hey, what you think about that stock market now, fam? They got people around you right now that say, hey, you was boasting on the stock market in November and December and January, but around middle of February, bro, hey, what happened? Hey, you was hype in November and December. Hey, you was showing me your portfolio. You ain't showing it to me in a month now. And like Job, that's what you did. You succumbed to the noise. You succumb to the noise. But here's the thing about Job arguing with his homies that I love. There's always one homie that bring you back to reality. He had one homie that said, hey, bro, I done watched you see people be weak and you talk life into them. I done watched you help people come back and realize. I done watch you tell people be better. I done watch you inspire people. I done watch you motivate people through time. Hey, it's your time now, bro. You going through everything you tell everybody else to go through. Hey, it's your time now, bro. And then
Hey, cut it out.
I'm that homie.
Hey.
I'm the homie. I'm the one telling you, hey, check this out, yo. We win over here. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, yeah, check it out. You taking a little, you getting to it right now. Hey, but
Dogs
it ain't getting
is
the best of
crazy.
you. Tell them how that's in a few. I'm that homie. I come in every day,
Crazy
bro.
dude.
Hey, Trav, how you feel? Shit, I'm lovely, fam. I woke up this morning. Ain't nothing but the market. Cold plunge. It ain't nothing but some water. It's cold, but I'm colder. It ain't nothing but the market. I know what it do. It print money. It gotta recalibrate. It's the market. Some people gonna dip out when they lose a little break. Guess what? I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to wear this with Trump. I'm here for Biden. I'm here for Trump. I don't care. I wish I'd have been here for Bush. I wish I'd have been here for everybody else. Guess what? I'm here. I'm here. Because I know one thing for sure and two for certain. This is how we triple our net worth. And like Job, I ain't never turning my back. And I'm going to be rewarded quadruple.
Amen.
You can't get me to say, I'm good on the market. You can't get me to say, I'm out. You can't get me to say, Doe, let me out.
Me either, Trap.
You can't get me to say, I'm going back home. I am where I belong at. You can't
We
get me.
here.
You might have to sit on the sideline for a little while. That's cool. That don't mean you quit. Falling down don't mean failure. Quitting do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ask you today, yo. I don't care, yo. Care if it lasts another 2 weeks. Care if it lasts a month. I'm here. I'm here. Because guess what, y'all? The same people on the news every day that's saying the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling,
My
the
mom
sky
talking
is
about he
falling.
got dry
Bear
lips.
market, recession. Guess what they do
Why
when the
she do
market
Trap
turns
like
around?
that?
They change their story. They change their story. There's only a few people on here that's able to navigate through this and say, yep, this was going on, but here's what's going on. The sky is falling. It's red. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. Man, shut up. Shut up. But they get paid to switch sides. You get paid to stay the course. They get paid to sell fear. You get paid when you stay the course. They get paid to sway you in and out the market. You get paid to stay the course. I gotta adjust a little bit here and there. Ain't nothing wrong with tweaking the formula here and there.
Yes, sir.
Stay the course. Stay the course.
He talking tonight.
Stay the course.
In the chat, they said, I feel like I'm in church. Preacher
know.
Trap.
The minute you deviate, the minute you abandon ship, the minute you tell Doe let you out, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. So I'm willing to take the little 1 month of, hey, yo, Trap, how you feel about the market? Bro, I love it. Hey, yo, Trap, hey, I love it. How much you down now, Trap? I'm just on $1 million. Well, it's down to $1.5 million at one point. I'm down to $1.1 million. I'm making progress. That's where you was at when I was up 2.5. Where you was at when I used the market to buy a building. I know. And guess what? When I come out of this on the other side, you're gonna go quiet again. But you don't got no point to prove to nobody but yourself. And the only thing you prove to yourself is that you built for it. The only thing you got to prove to yourself is you're a certified Wall Street Trap. The only thing you proving to yourself is Wall Street looks like us now. The only thing you proving to yourself is I will turn my last name into an asset. The only thing you proving to yourself is I am capable of operating that machine. The only thing you proving to yourself is I am a certified money printer. That's what you proving to them. Because I guarantee you this. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. But sooner than you think, they're going to come to you and say, hey, teach me that stock stuff you be doing.
Hey, that's what they gonna do.
Hey, that stock stuff for real? Hey, when the market was down, what you had did to get your money back? Hey, you really, like, retired off that? Hey, you really use that market to pay for that trip? Bro, you really retired your wife with the market? Bro, your child really a millionaire from the market? Hey, you really replaced your income with the market? Hey, I give you $1,000, you can do it for me?
That's what I
Hey, I
hear all
got
the
10
time.
grand, you can just tell me what to do?
That's what I always hear. It's crazy.
Hey, like you said that dude named Wall Street Trap, like he for real, or he be scamming?
That's what I get asked for real. That's crazy.
Hey, that stuff is expensive. How you, hey, what you think Walmart gonna do? Hey, I heard about this stock, like what you think they gonna do?
Damn.
You think I should?
He's saying everything people say.
Those who persevere always got a story to tell. It's a story of victory. It's a story of resiliency. Most importantly, it's a story of mastery. Those who persevere always got the blueprint to freedom. Those who persevere, you unlock the level. And you're now playing a league that only the elites can play in.
Let's get it. We cooking
All I'm
tonight,
gonna tell you
y'all.
today, you can't afford to get out now. Because the vision that you have a victory, own it. It's your boy, the Wall Street Chapman, man. Episode 135. Those who persevere. Let's go, man.
135, baby.
How we feel, bro? How we feeling, dog?
You had black hat trap without the black hat. Bruh.
Talk to
My
me, dog.
dog said, I don't even need to go to church on Sunday.
Nah, bro, you gotta go get that word.
Bruh.
Go get the word, man.
Right. I'm getting my bedside Baptist on Trapping Tuesdays, man.
Yeah. Go get the word, bro. Hey, listen.
We
gonna
here
have
now,
a good
baby.
episode tonight, bro.
We here now. Let's
Another
get
teaching
it.
episode.
Okay. Now
I got
let's get
some
it.
stuff. Been working with the team. You know, the more I see what's going on, I truly just be wanting to educate us. I think these are perfect times to educate and
That's right.
put the biasness. You know, a lot
Throw
of
it
people
in the
are biased.
trash.
I don't care about being biased. I just care about the information. I care about like educating our squad. You know what I'm saying? So let's shout out our people right quick,
Let's
man. Let's shout out Cheesy Bread. What's good, bro? KJ, what's poppin'? Tiffany, what's good? Vibe.
Let's
with
get it,
Jay,
Trap.
Miss Cheryl, what's good? I got my ID from Miss Cheryl. Shout out Miss Cheryl. Smoke Isaac was good. King Lou was good. Lillian was good. M. Lenard was good. Easy Money was good. Tori Walker was good.
Yes,
Action
sir.
Motivation was good. Let's go. Vaughn was good. Shazam X, I see you, family. Let's go, man. Max B
Yo.
was good. Tony, what's good, man? My guy Tony, man. Travis and Nine. Damn it, Dancing Diamonds. What's good, man? Let's go. Damn, they going too fast. They going fast early. Mr. VIP was good. Slow down, y'all.
Slow down, y'all.
Congo was good. Stocks. Damn, I forgot his name. Was good. Larry Morgan What's good,
Look
man?
like stock stackers.
Stock stackers.
You
I
know
saw
what I'm
something,
saying?
right? What's good, man? Goddess was good. Larry Morgan was good. Hey, bro, Larry Morgan here every week.
Bro, he's the first one in. It's a,
We finna
but I
get
get
to
on
this
him
bag
when he's the first one.
today.
Somebody get a.
Nah, Larry. Hey, all I had was one of these. These drinks are so good.
What was that? Just water?
It's the Olipop.
Ah, they
Yes,
got that
sir.
The Olipop. All right, let's go, man.
Yeah.
Luke was good. Leon with the King thing was good. First Generation Millionaire was good. Carolina Blue was popping. Davian was good, man. Tyrone was good. Brent was good. Anthony was good. B Dukes, Drake was good. Let's go, man. I see y'all. I'm trying to catch you.
Was
I'm
good.
trying to catch you. You know what I'm saying? It's too fast. Double R was good. I see you, fam. It's too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. It's too fast.
I mean, we got what, 34, almost 3,500.
3,500 people in the chat.
Can we get over 1,000 likes, please?
Let's get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes
You know
up,
what,
please.
though? I was concerned about the likes to people ratio, but I'm seeing a lot of people who are watching on TV. So I want to shout those out because they can't hit the like button or comment. So I want to shout them out. You know what I'm saying?
Why you can't like when you watching TV?
It's on the TV. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't like nor you can't comment on that drink. So I want to shout them out. Those are our sleepers. There's a lot of people
you can't
watching
do that on
big
the
You told me
TV.
that last week.
Yeah.
They can do it on the
Shout out all
phone.
my people that's watching on TV.
Yeah,
We
man.
see y'all. Jose was like, hey, bro, you can't like on the TV, though, bro.
I mean, you probably could like. Matter of
Nah,
fact,
bro, if you got the TV, no, Jose, you're wrong. You're wrong, Jose. Because if you got the TV, Jose, they got the arrows, Jose. You move it
might
to the
be.
like button and you press the like. Nah,
Look,
nah,
see,
That
I'm
don't
trying-
work
I was
on the
trying to give 'em a
TV.
little
it's
bit
not
of
an excuse,
something.
Jose.
So
Or
everybody
do
on
work.
TV, go
Do
ahead hit that
work.
like button.
Yeah, hit a like, man. Give us the like, y'all.
I gave the light.
Huh? Man, all the TVs, man. This ain't no Roku, but it's a Samsung. I be liking when I be watching. I be liking my own stuff on there, yeah?
They trying to say Roku TV.
Shout out to our people, man. We love y'all, man. Got a good show today, Jose. I got it's another educational show. It's gonna be full of impactful education. It's definitely gonna be a 3-hour and like 15-minute show for sure. It's 8 o'clock now. We're gonna be at about 10:30.
Okay.
About 10:30 for sure. So
Buckle
lock
up.
in.
Let's get it.
Let's get to it. First, man, let me shout this out, bro. I know my people ain't asked me to do this. We are speaking at Good Soil again this year.
Good soil.
My people
I
didn't
ain't
ask
got
me
the
to do
link.
this. They're gonna
gotta
have
get the link.
Oprah in the building, bro.
I saw that when you posted that today. I was like, ooh, let me go and get the link.
They're gonna
Let me see
have
if I get it.
Oprah in the building at Good Soil. Man, listen.
Okay then, Trap.
I'm just saying, like, I ain't saying nothing to nobody. People got their way how they feel about Oprah and all that. Shout out to Oprah, yo. Shout out to Oprah, bro.
Man, they kiss her
Did we
ass
get a
if they
discount
seen
code
it.
yet? We ain't get that yet.
They don't even know I'm doing this.
Who don't know?
My dog Mike.
Man, you posted a flyer already.
I just took that off their page.
Wait. Hold up. Run that back, Turbo. You took, what, the old joint or they had a new one?
Whatever, I just go to the page and see it, and I just post it.
Man, I'm gonna hit up Mike. Like, Mike, we need the Good Soil discount for the travelers. We had one last year.
Let me call her.
Yeah, we had that last year. Look at me, again, people's champ. So when y'all be going on me, y'all see I be fighting for y'all, bro.
Let me call her.
Y'all don't understand. This is what I gotta go through.
Let me call her.
Calling him live on the show to get the tickets.
Let me call her.
June 12th through the 14th. AT&T Performance Arts Center, Dallas, Texas.
Let me call her.
And Jose's working on the coupon code.
Let me see. It's for you. Live. Let me see if you answer.
You
You
know
might
what I'm
be
saying?
talking to Bishop or something. The only time he don't answer me when he's like in a meeting.
Right.
He might call me back in the middle of the show. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
I should ask Pastor Don too. He ain't answered. Dang, probably ain't the show.
WST Trapper 25. That's what we need. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the one we had last time?
We had 24. Because it was You know what I'm saying?
WST Trapper 25.
Yeah, that's the drink we need.
All right, I'm going to ask you.
Let's make it happen.
But definitely, come to Good Sawyer, man. Again, ain't anybody paying me to do that or nothing like that. That's just a fam. So, anyway, got a good show today, Jose. Got a lot to talk about today, Jose. You know how somebody say, don't flush Jose to say, man, you know he gonna get flushed. He one comment away, you heard me?
Just only take one.
A lot happened this week, man. Lots happening this week since the last time we talked to the people. Remember we talked about we'll talk about it. Let's get to our mantra right quick, man. Let's get to our mantra right quick, because I won't get to this. We got a lot to talk about, so I won't get to this, man. If you're new here, man, what's good, family? We love y'all. Welcome to the show. Salute to all my people, man. I got nothing but love for y'all. Billy Goats was good. Franklin Reed was good. Infinite Return was good. You know, I let him slow down a little bit. Back to Square One music was good. N.O. Chris was good. Val Jenkins was good. Stephanie was good. Jason was good. Charles was good. Michelle Douglas was good. It's one of my trappers right there. Let's go. All right, so here we go, man. If you're new to the building, man, we love y'all. You know, this is our mantra. This is what we live by. Mr. VIP was good. Let's get to it, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper.
I am.
I'm confident in my ability to make
I am
great
blessed.
investments.
I am
The stock
great.
market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. And Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man.
Like us.
Let's go, man. All right, man.
Real quick, too, I want to shout out the truckers. We got a lot of truckers that watch the show. Yeah, truckers that watch the show and listen to the show.
Shout out to all our truckers, man.
Y'all be
Shout
safe
out to
out
our
there.
truckers, man, that's pulling over, you know, on the side. Shout out to all our truckers that's on the road. You know what
Shout
I'm
out
saying?
to the
We appreciate
truckers.
you. Listen, without y'all, we can't get a lot of stuff that we have. You heard me? Shout out to our truckers, man. Shout out to our family that's in the 18-wheelers. Y'all be safe out there, bro. I watched the accident happen in front of my eyes yesterday. Me and Nat going, boom. I said, damn.
That would be the worst, bro.
We stopped and prayed for a while.
Yeah.
We stopped and prayed. Young black queen, man. We saw that. So, shout out to our truckers, man, that's locked in. All right, man, let's get to it, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Let's get into it, man. I won't get into it. It's going to be a good episode. Today, Jose, the Dow's down, the NASDAQ down, and the S&P is down. S&P keep flirting with correction territory back and forth. NASDAQ is actually like 13% from the high. So it is 100% in correction territory, which is doesn't scare me or make me fearful. I actually put in 3 plays this week based on that. 3 new option plays, 2 buy and hold plays. I put them in this week. And the market kind of doesn't really I guess I don't be scared, bro. Because I just truly understand that it is in these times where I always have this thing in my head, right? No one can time the bottom, right? We know that. And you have to have a little bit of fortitude. You have to have some gut, right? But the one thing you can't have is doubt in these markets. So the plays that I did lose on in the beginning of the year, when I say lost, I mean I had to like take a L on them, were plays that were up in March and February. I had to take an L on those plays because it was nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? I could have cut them earlier. You know, they was up, whatever. I was trying to fight back. But anything that was June, July, August, September, October, bro, I'm still there. Right? Because here's my logic behind the market right now. And I think one of the things I tried doing at Patreon, we had a dope, man, I wish I would have took a snippet of what we did in Trappers Anonymous this week that was real dope Sunday on our call. But one of the things I try to do in the Patreon and kind of in Trappers Anonymous is like pose them with questions and ideas and thought processes that help them navigate during this time. I think in these times it's more than just like putting a play out there. In these times it's more to me than about just making a move. I think in these times it's more so about talking people through certain situations, certain scenarios. What do I see? But also I implore them to get information. I implore them to like, yo, this the time. Go look at what you see going on. My guy, man, what's up, bruh? My guy in the building, man. My trainer George came through. You dig? I implore them to mentally see what's going on. And like I posed a question to them there. I said, hey, go see what's going on in the market. Go pay attention to what you see and compare it with what your data says. Right? Like if you a chart reader, go look at your charts and see if the charts and what you see is going on. Because what happened is we can look at the charts and they all can match up, but then you can't calculate what's about to be said. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no crazy news that came out the day that made the market fall 2%. Yes, they did had the Ukraine, what it was, Gaza and Israel had gotten some old conflict today. But that's been going on for 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? So, but the market just got up and was like, nah, bro, we hit a certain point up here, boom, let's go back. You know what I'm saying? You know, Nvidia been trading between this just 120 range, 121-ish range. Is once you get close to it, hey, you go back down, right? No matter what he says. And I told him something in the Trappers Anonymous Sunday. I said something to the squad, and it was like, damn, bro, that makes sense. And so my concept, just about NVIDIA right here, let me just say this. I feel personally that, so we already know that the market is a forward-looking mechanism, right? Which means that whatever is going on now was priced in the past, right? Does that make sense, Jose? Right? Whatever's going on now is priced in the past. So watch what I'm about to say here. NVIDIA had a nice run up, but we know like 2023, 2022, 2023, 2024, it went bonkers, right? We know that, right? That was the beginning of what? The AI talk. Like that was one time when it was like, yo, AI has been mentioned 40 times on this call, right? And so just hear me when I say this. Again, you can agree, you can disagree, but this, I promise you'll understand what I'm about to say here, right? The market was pricing in the future of AI in 2022, 2023, and 2024. It was pricing that in. What I mean by pricing that in is the market was looking in the future saying, hey, let's take a glimpse in the future. Because we see this in the future, we're pricing it right now. Forward-looking mechanism. What happened now is the market has nothing else to price in. It is priced in everything that it can give them. It priced it in 2023 and 2024. It priced it in, which is why now NVIDIA can beat expectations. They priced that in 2024. You know what I'm saying? NVIDIA can say, yep, we about to drop Blackwell. They say, well, we priced that in 2024. You're coming out with another version of Blackwell? That's cool. We priced that in into 2024. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some AI stuff. We priced that in. So now NVIDIA has to create something new And the thing about creating something new, now they said today that they're going to create some more things. That's cool. But now, before we can price that in, watch this. We got to see the other stuff that we priced in pay off. Does that make sense, Jose? Right? So, and again, it's understanding future expectation. This is why a company can get a new CEO, and the stock will go up. Why would a stock go up when you get a new CEO? Because the market is pricing in the idea of what that CEO can do to this brand. Right? So that's what we mean by priced in. This is why when news come out about something now, the market may shoot up about it because the market is in, remember, it's a forward-looking mechanism. So the market will price something in today what it thinks will happen tomorrow. Right? Which is why a company, and this here's a bold blueprint of that right here. A stock can beat earnings, beat expectation, but if it doesn't give good guidance, the stock will fall. Why? Because those earnings and expectations are from last quarter. It priced that in. Now, this is why earnings, if a stock miss earnings or miss revenue, the stock falls, because we priced that in last quarter that you were going to do good. And if you didn't do good from last quarter, then it's a good chance that you won't do well the next quarter. You will do what? Probably lower your guidance. And if you lower your guidance, and if I'm a forward-looking mechanism and you lower your guidance, then you've given me a bleak estimate on the future. So for NVIDIA, it's a great company, right? It's still the leader of the pack. The market sees more competition coming. Cool. You still are doing great things, but we priced in so much from you from 2023 and 2024 before the split. What we need you to do is we need you now to show us that you are killing it with what you did already before we even price in the next two things you said you're going to drop in 2026 and 2027. Does that make sense, Jose?
You're already cooking, I see.
You feel what I'm saying?
We ain't got to
No. This is going to be a very educational show, so we need them to really lock in today, right? Because I'm going to get in my idea. So, Trap, well, why is the market falling right now if all of these companies are strong like they were? Nothing changed. I'm going to tell you what changed.
Trump.
The reason why tariffs have the market on shaky ground is because tariffs mess up what?
Money.
Corporate profits. Okay, Trap, why do tariffs, man, share this out, y'all, because we got 3,900 people in the chat right now. Like, this is going to be a great show, y'all. This is going to be a great show. Again, like last week, I promise y'all, we're going to laugh, we're going to joke, we're going to educate, but I really need y'all to understand this so you can start understanding what's going on. And here's the thing, you can take my perspective and then you can say, okay, I see what Trap said right there. Now let me compare it. I never want you to take my word for law. I want you to take my word, compare it to what you see, and if it works and if it's on point, you say, hey, let me add this to my journal. This is why we tell you to write everything down and take notes when you kind of Trap into it. You have a notebook on it, say, hey, oh, Trap said this, boom, oh, this don't align, I'm gonna X that off. I'm never gonna be the person that say everything I say is 100% accurate. What I will say is that I'm not biased. I am bullish on America, but I ain't biased. I'm bullish on the market, but I'm not biased. So it's a completely different thing. I'm pro-black like I don't know what, but I ain't anti-white. Some of my coolest friends, especially in business right now, is some cool white dudes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you do the research too. And I do a lot. I live it. A lot of research. I live it. No, I live it, bro. I live it. You have to watch this. If you know something can change your life, you gotta treat it like it's gonna change your life. You can't know something can change your life and treat it like a hobby. You feel me? Like if you know something can change your life, you gotta treat it like a thing that can change your life, which means I gotta look at CNBC, Bloomberg, I gotta get the Barron's, I gotta get the Wall Street Journal, I gotta get USA Today, but I also gotta read, compare. I live it. I don't really be having time to watch too much. If I take time to watch something, it's because I'm saying, okay, like my brain kind of fried. I need to do something where I don't gotta be, you know what I'm saying? So this changed my life. In every way around, every way. Right? So for me, I love it, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I can't treat this like my guy, George up here, he's a trainer, bro. Right? He look like a G.I. Joe dog. right?
A chocolate
Built like a G.I. Joe. Now, I ain't gonna say all the chocolate and all that.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna do all that.
He ain't chocolate.
You always got flush him. Flush Jose. Flush him. I told you, he is one sentence away. He is always one sentence away from being flushed, man. One. I said, why you gotta do with that chocolate? What the fuck?
Because most of the G.I. Joe. No, man. I'm already
Exactly.
flushed.
Now you about to double down on us.
We good. Salute. That's my dog. I can't even say what he said. It was the gym because it said
He's
president.
a man. What you talking about? He's a man. You don't gotta give descriptions.
Yeah, leg day just wore me out. That's just
let me tell you about the leg day right quick. Let me get off topic one day. Let me get off topic a little bit. Let me get off topic. I'm gonna get back to it. Bro, we was in the gym working out, right? I said, Jose, come rock out with me. So now, George, this dude loves leg days, bro. Like, I seen him do failure on leg day. Was like, yeah, guess what, y'all? That's cool. I had to fail. He come back the next time, going crazy, lifting the hippopotamus. You hear me? So look, Jose comes do leg day with us. Yo, 3 sets in, my dog face was like,
I ain't had no jokes.
Bro, stop talking.
Right. When I ain't talking.
You know when somebody beat when their shoulders go limp.
Trash said, it's all right, dog. You put in work.
My dog's shoulders went limp. You hear me? My dog's shoulders went limp. He ain't want to laugh. I'm still laughing. George like, bro, I'm like, bro, let's get it. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, he's sending us through the ringer. But again, watch this. This is what I talk about the cold plunge, right? If I tell myself this hard, I'ma treat it like that.
This hard, yeah.
Right? But if I tell myself, like, I don't care what he throw at me, like, I'm willing to die right here. Like, then I'm gonna tell my mind, like, my mind gonna get into it. Bro, Jose was like,
Prudent man trying to say I'm 160. I am.
Bro was sitting down on the bench like,
yeah, I was about to throw all the way up in the gym.
And then look, you know somebody going, their eyes get all like water. He was like, hey,
glossy.
Man. Look what he said, look, I ain't got nothing else in me, dog. He said, I'm done, bro. I said, you gotta have empathy for your dog. Like, hey, go ahead on, tap out, cuz.
Yeah, I was still going.
Go and tap out, cuz.
I was still trying to go.
He was still trying. But my dog got home and said, hey, bro, I ain't doing that no more.
And then the next day, I messed my ankle up.
Next day, he ain't got no good legs on him. So anyway, but watch this. George is built like an action figure.
The transition back is crazy.
He built like an action figure. But watch this. He treats working out like it will change his life because it has changed his life.
That's real. That's real.
You feel me? He treat working out and health. He don't play with it. I watched him go to Africa, back with Nigeria, Ghana, because he rips the Nigeria. I'm not even gonna talk about what he do with the Nigerian people in their jollof rice. That's his thing, right? But I watched him go back to Ghana and not miss a beat. Working out, he in the trenches with them working out. He treated it like it changed his life, and so the end result is he get to walk around. Watch this, with his shirt off,
even in the winter,
like it changed his life. Whereas you could tell somebody who pump faking with the workout because they still got their tank top on in the swimming pool.
Hey, I'm about to be done with mine in about a month. I was wearing tank tops.
Bro, I thought you work out every day. I do. Or why you got the tank top on in the swimming pool?
Hey, tank tops are like the male bras, bro.
You got the tank top on in the swimming pool because you don't treat working out like it's gonna change your life. And I'm gonna tell you the difference. You can tell somebody who working out, who ain't where they won't be at, but they working out and they feel good. I don't care if it don't look right. They got the shirt off. They got the shirt off. You like, oh, bro, work out. But he work out. So that's how I am with the market, right? I'm like that because this changed my life. So because it changed my life, there is no alternative route. There is no alternative route. I gotta take this serious. Not only did it change my life, it started now making my goals more attainable. How you stand into this building, Shaq? Well, I decided to go get 40, 50 out the market in a 6-week time frame because I said, hey, I don't want to come off my liquidity. The market changed my life, so you gotta treat it like that. You cannot take
The
the
head to
market.
life.
One of the things I love about the people in the Patreon is they do this. Somebody puts something in the Patreon and they say, damn, dog, the market tripping right now, boy. It got me humbled at my job. I was 2 weeks away from quitting. No, cold-blooded.
Yeah.
And you know why I loved it? You know why I loved that? Because it's real talk. Right? Like, when you treat the market like that, like you at work, you like, yep, looking at the market. What? I'm going, bro. Like, don't tell me take. I know I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone because I'm about to quit. Let this thing hit 100%. I'm out of here. Let these 2 option plays I got in go. I'm right? And he was like, so it was in a group. It was like, damn.
Kimba.
Market been tripping for 3 weeks, bro. Like, damn, I gotta chill a little bit. And even if it wasn't,
stay on for another
watch this. Even if they wasn't about to quit, it's just the energy they walk around the job with. Like, yeah, stop playing with me. I take 30 minutes on y'all, extra 30. I walk in a little late. Stop playing with me. But I like that mindset, and here's why, because that's the confidence. That's somebody that say, bro, even though I'm at work, I'm still on here. I'm locked in. That's the energy you gotta have. And they probably wasn't gonna quit the job. It was, like, he probably wasn't gonna quit in the moment, but it's the idea of saying, hey, I see freedom.
I ain't quitting, I'm firing the job.
That's the energy you gotta have when you play this game. So
I'm firing the job.
Forward-looking mechanism.
Ain't no quitting.
Right? The market is a forward-looking mechanism. And so we start looking like that. We start telling ourselves, all right, Trap, why is the market
My boy Mad Cow, what
really acting like this? It's not just so much as the tariffs per se. It's because the tariffs now mess with corporate earnings. And because the tariffs also mess with personal spending. And so if the tariffs are messing with corporate earnings and personal spending, that means the thing that drives stocks up is no longer the catalyst. Because now, if corporate spending come down, and if now personal spending come down, then the expectations that we had on the earnings for these companies gotta come down. Then I can't be bullish because the thing that gives me optimism, and I'm talking from the market's perspective, the thing that gives me optimism in all of these great companies is that they're making more money. And if I can keep giving that estimate on you're going to make more money going forward, and you keep making money going forward, then I can be bullish. I can keep buying this company's stock because they keep making more money. Now, here's the thing. What tariffs do is say, wait, they're not going to make that much money this quarter. Wait, they're not going to make that much money this quarter. Right? And until we understand, until the market says, watch this, I got an idea of how much money they're going to make.
Let's
See,
get
right
it,
now,
y'all.
the market doesn't have an idea. Right? The market doesn't have a real idea on how much money these companies are going to make. So when we get the next earnings, it's going to be all over the place.
Yep.
But we saw that Canada got tariffs. We saw that China, Mexico, we see that going on, right? But then April 2nd is saying, yo, we're going to have reciprocal tariffs.
Yo, y'all better look at
everybody who
Modelo.
got
I'm
a
looking at
tariff on us,
Modelo
we're going
right
to put
now.
the same thing back on them. Okay, boom. But here's what that does. Whether it's a bluff play or whether it's a leveraging tool, however that plays out, what happens now is, if it goes the way they saying it's going to go, it now gives the market a little stability, because the market gets to say, okay, these tariffs are on y'all. These tariffs are on y'all. These tariffs are on y'all. This is what they did. We may see some pull right here, but then you get this. Economic growth gets to get priced in. The market just want to put a price tag on everything. That's all it, at the end of the day, that's all it's about. The market just wants to put a price tag on everything. And anytime the market cannot put a price tag on something, it's unstable. Because the market is nothing but numbers, prices. That's all it's about. Every indicator you look at, every fundamental balance sheet you look at is all about price. If I can't not put a price on it, then the market has no certainty in the market. It's only about me able to see this is how much I think they are going to earn. And anytime I cannot pinpoint what I think they're going to earn or put what they're going to earn inside of this box, I am uncertain. Not me, but we talking about the market.
The market.
How we feel about that, Jose?
Like I said, we're cooking it. We ain't even went over a slide yet.
I feel like
it's about to be a 4-hour. Nah, that's good.
So that's what we need to understand. So we like, man, why that? Cause the market is gonna have, remember, watch this, 4 weeks in a row, we never had 2 back-to-back green days. What happened? I told my Patreon members this, I said, listen, y'all, can you tell him to use can you tell him to use promo code BISHOP?
Oh, so we got promo code BISHOP right now.
I just got that from Mike. Use promo code.
Okay. And then we get our own personal.
No.
That's what we got.
No.
Yeah.
Man, let's run it.
That's what we got. That's what we got. We use Bishop till we get one. All right. So let's go left first. Let's get into the show, Jose. How we feeling in the chat about that? How we feeling in the chat about that?
Now they loving it, they laughing at the same time, and they saying, yo, we getting some nuggets already.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know how we feel, man. Let's shut this out, y'all. So what happened was, watch this. So I told my Patreon this the other day. I said, hey, y'all. I said, I think the market is getting a little immune to what's going on right now. And here's why I said that, Jose.
The bleeding stuff.
We had 2 days back-to-back. I'm sorry. We had 2 days back-to-back where we had weak economic data and the market still went up. We had weak data. The market still went up. Typically, in this type of environment with back-to-back data like that, the market will probably like fall, bottom out. You ain't get that. Now, today you had that type of day. But watch this. And you had 2 days back-to-back where you had 2 green days back-to-back. We ain't had that in 4 weeks. Right? So you got to start understanding when the sentiment kind of, again, and I say we not out of the woods, y'all, by far, because we still don't have footing. But what you do have is an idea that the market is start getting like, think about this. Remember when you used to get whoopings when you was young? You used to get these whoopings, yang, wang, wang. And then when you got to a certain age, like you used to get the whoopings, you just stand and you might be, oh, you think you bad? You think you bad?
She put that extra sauce.
Now they got to get something else to hit you with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you done got immune to it. Like, you like, man, I ain't tripping like that. Then they hit you somewhere like, oh, wait, hold up. Wait, I didn't know you hit me under my feet. God damn. Cut me in a bathtub. Jesus. Whoa, you evil. You done caught me in the tub. We done went from just regular ass whoopings to in the tub ass. Well, you gotta get me wet. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm about to call CPS.
You feel me? Like, golly. Like, I went from, it went to a point I thought I was smart. Like, I was putting the 2 pair of pants on. I thought I had it licked. You know what I'm saying? I was going to 2 pair of pants. I'm like, I'm thinking, My grandma got smart. She's like, nah, nigga, that ain't no real. I got you. So I get in the tub. Yeah, I say, you evil.
The wet tub. You thought that cold plunge. You thought that cold
plunge. Front and back.
Because you getting the belt and you getting the wind from the belt.
Because evil, huh? Mercy. Nah, that's child abuse. Nah, that's child abuse. Nah, it's child abuse. Well, it's child abuse when I was getting my ass in front of class. Anyway. Here we look like today, man. So, again, Oracle, Adobe, Palantir, Meta, Amazon, just, you know, the usual suspects taking the biggest hits, man. Berkshire, Visa, MasterCard, Abbott, GEV, Coke, Pepsi, Costco, to the usual suspects right now. Kind of broad base, but technology, consumer electrics, consumer signal, consumer communications. Today we just had a day, y'all. Today we just had a day. But let's go a little further. Heat check still wasn't put call ratio. Here's the thing, watch this. Even though we had a day like we had, at 4 o'clock today, we still have 4.7 million calls going. I read a stat today that said that even though $5 trillion have been wiped out in 4 weeks, they see investors are easing back into the market. With caution. And what I said to that was slightly immune to what's going on. Again, not out the water at all. Long way to go, but slightly. Let's go a little further. Now, this is the thing that did catch me off guard today too. And matter of fact, let me look at something right quick. All right. So, watch this. Today the VIX was at 21. It got up to 22. But last week we had a VIX of 25. Last week we had an extreme fear of 13. We had an RSI deep under 30. I want you to understand, again, I'm not saying that we are out of the water by far. What I am saying is, like, I personally see mild sentiment momentum shift. Y'all gonna crucify me and say I'm tripping, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just reading the data. I'm just reading the data. Now, things could shift 100%, but I'm saying I'm looking at it daily, not be like, okay, it's not, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to think about something today that I really saw. The market opened up down 2%. Go look at the opening. Between 9 and 10 o'clock, between 9:30 and 11:30, the market had, it opened up at like, the futures was at already at like 1%. Right? The futures was already at like 1%. Hear me. Hear me, hear me, hear me. About 11 o'clock, the market, the NASDAQ was down 2%. The S&P was down like 1 and some change. Watch this. By the end of the day, it had done steadily went down, came back, went down, came back, went down, came back, went down, came back. By the end of the day, we weren't at the lowest of the lows. We had done actually made some ground. Usually we have been seeing end of the day sell-offs. I'm not, again, please don't think I'm saying we out of the water, because I don't want nobody to misconstrue what I'm saying. What I am saying is that, though, like, look at what's like the market all day today stayed in the same little range and it actually got better. That's what I be looking at. I don't be looking at, oh, I lost this much. I'm looking at, how is that sentiment going? What is changing? Like, what are we doing here? I'm not listening to the noise on TV because they gonna sway with whatever the market doing. These are the same people that are telling me buy AT&T, buy Stanley Black & Decker. The same people that's telling me that. Same people that's saying buy, you know what I'm saying? I don't be listening to them. I'm just saying, okay, let me look at it. And again, I'm not saying we out of the water by far. I'm just saying You see it, and it's like, oh, okay, bet. Like, we've been seeing end of the day sell-offs. Even on a down red day, we've been seeing like massive sell-offs at the end of the day. You're like, God, I thought we were making some ground. Just saying, pay attention to that. Let's go a little further, man. Let's get into some data, right?
Huh?
So, and I just want us to just pay attention here. Like, don't be so quick to go crazy. All right, so a couple of things I want to talk about.
See, they closing Forever 21 down.
I was studying something.
They closing Forever 21 down. Yeah, over 400 locations.
So China has the Fab Four.
And then it said behind them could be H&M, Zara, Express.
They Fab Four killing it. And that's supposed to be Baidu. My writing was kind of bad. So it's not supposed to say basic, it's supposed to say Baidu. B-A-I-D-U, something like that. That's my fault. My fault on that. It's supposed to say Baidu, which is a counter-tech stock for China. Compared to our Mag 7, they killing. But I also looked at a chart, though. I looked at a 5-year chart, and I guess you can't say the past is the past, right? Well, I like to look at the story of it. So if we look at the last 5 years, we see NVIDIA up 2,000%, Tesla up 622%, Google up 195%, Apple up 252%, Meta up 281%, Microsoft up 173%, Amazon up 135%. You have Alibaba down 19%, Tencent up 80%, Baidu up 59%. I can't pronounce the last one. Whatever it is, XAIM is up 458% over the last 5 years. So over the last 5 years, minus XAIM, the Mag 7 blowing them out the water. Triple digits, all of them. Outside of XAIM, it's the only one up triple digits. Actually, Tencent is up 80%, Baidu is up 59%, Alibaba down minus 19%. Is the Mag 7 having a bad year? Of course. And these returns are counting. You had a pandemic where the market was down. Those few days. You had 2022, and you had 2020, 2022 where the market was actually down some, and right now, and you still have triple-digit returns in a 5-year time span. Whereas you don't even crack 100% outside of one, right? So, and for me, that's why I try to say, like, the people in the news will only give you certain things for clips and sound bites to make you say, when they always gonna say, let's look long term, but nobody ever put the 5-year chart up to talk about how these Mag 7s have been blowing these things out, but they will say, yeah, this year, this is going on. Of course this is going on. You know what's going on right now, right? So I want us to just think about it from that perspective. And I can guarantee you ask me to buy these 7 stocks or would I buy those 4 stocks, I would load up in these 7 stocks every single time, probably except for Tesla. But I've owned that for a long time. And what I just saw with Elon Musk and Donald Trump using the White House as a god doggone billboard was insane. Part of me say flush it, and the other part of me say Jesus. And I don't mean to use your name in vain. Like, to use the White House lawn as a prop, oh my God. The car show, Tesla car show on the White House lawn. Here's the crazy part about that, yo. The stock drops 15% a day. Steepest decline in 5 years. Donald Trump poses with the various, not just one though. This boy went from the Model T to the Cybertruck on the lawn like he had a car show. I said, oh, it's crazy. The stock went up about 20% in 2 days from that. Now, of course, it's back on the decline, but listen. Messed my damn put up. I had a sweet Tesla put in play. Then next thing I know, he pulling up on the lawn. I say, yo, you serious, bro? Bro, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Bro, a put was set up for win. It was set up for the kill. Set up for the kill.
And the fact that they know they got control over it.
Bro, pull up on a lawn. Skate. Not just with one. Skate. I might throw up on that runner. Whoa, whoa. I say, Lord.
Straight commercial.
Then that boy Trump said, this is an amazing car. It's a beautiful car. It's the best car. It's the best car. What is this? It's phenomenal. I said,
Zero emissions.
I said, damn, they really playing a game like that. Bro made the call like, hey, I gotta pull up, yo.
Wait, hold up. You said they staged the car purchase? I missed that part.
Bros got on Twitter and said, I'm gonna buy one tomorrow.
They wild work. That's sinister work right there.
The president of the United States said, listen to what he said, bro. Damn, I should have had it. He said, what the market is doing to Tesla is wrong. It should be illegal. What the market is doing to Tesla should be illegal. I said, what, bro?
That's his homie. He's sticking up for his boy.
I said, I know he ain't just do this. What is this? What the market is doing to Tesla is unreasonable and it should be illegal. As a matter of fact, it's the greatest, bro, he said it's the greatest car company in the world. That's a matter of fact, I'm gonna buy one tomorrow. Tomorrow came, bro, pull up with the Tesla in the front of that thing. Skirt. Say, this is believable. This is amazing. This is beautiful. What is this? Bro didn't even know how to operate that thing. Russ sat in that bed. Elon had to get on the other side and press the buttons. I said, yo.
Full-blown commercial.
Bro pulled that one off and doubled back with the Cybertruck.
But nah, like what Sean said, ain't that market manipulation?
Stock went up 3 days in a row.
Get it while it's hot.
It's a phenomenal car. What the markets are... Bro, you just said you're not worried about the markets. What are you talking about? We're not worrying about the markets. It's a little short-term turbulence.
Wrong time to
Double right back and say what the market is doing to Tesla is illegal.
It did? Just now?
Just best my whole put up, you hear me? I was situated for it. We was ready.
I don't see nothing.
We was ready. The charts don't put Tesla. The charts, all the fundamentals don't say Trump gonna pull up in that corner and bend the charts, all the technical analysis don't say Trump gonna swerve in the Tesla, bro. I said, man, let me get out of here. And look what he said. He said, radical lunatics are boycotting the company. That's what he said. Radical lunatics.
Sticking up for his boy.
Let's go a little further, man. I can't do nothing with these people. All right, man, our certified trap of the week, man, Junior Bridgman, man. We got to shout to this king, man. What I love most about this guy, man, did some research. I saw him a couple years ago at an event, and I did a little research. I was like, damn, bro turned 2.5 million to $1 billion, became $1 billion. He made 2.5 throughout his whole career as a basketball
I think
player.
the battery did.
Became $1 billion.
It just started blinking.
Bridgman, from September 1953 to 2000, American professional basketball player and businessman. Bridgman played in the National Basketball League for the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Clippers from 1975 until
the ignition was off.
1987. Following his career, Bridgman owned actually 450 restaurants. Became a Coca-Cola bottler and distributor.
See, look, it's just blinking. It's just blinking.
That iconic.
I don't know. I didn't even try to turn it on. I didn't even try to turn it on. Just see the lights blinking.
Career, he had a net worth over $1.4 billion, making him one of the wealthiest former athletes in the world. Think about that, bro. Never making over $350 grand a year. That's before taxes. After taxes, that's probably about 100, 150.
And no endorsement money.
2.5 million throughout his career as a ball player. Turned that into.
Yeah, I
read
think the
something.
battery
I was
did.
reading a thing about him a while back, an interview where he said, he had like 400 and some Wendy's. He said one of the things he was doing was he made Wendy's a community effort. What he would do was he would go bail people out of jail and stuff. They would go buying people out of jail. Is it about you? Yep, in Milwaukee. Sure did. In Milwaukee. They would go buying people out of jail, bro.
The headlights, right?
Come on, man.
That's crazy. And like I said, ain't no endorsement money, just
None of that.
investments.
And check this out, a quiet billionaire.
Yep.
Quiet. Then I heard Magic say I learned a lot from it. Let's run that video right quick, man.
And we're coming back on the air with breaking news on the death of a Milwaukee Bucks legend.
Which one is Otto?
Played for the Bucks. He turned his years in the NBA and what was not a huge NBA salary at the time into more than $1 billion. In 2016, Junior Bridgman was the fourth wealthiest former athlete out there in the league of Arnold Palmer, David Beckham, Michael Jordan.
I must have left the light on then. It wasn't on Otto. I don't know which one is Otto. The one in the middle.
Did you turn something today?
I just turned off. No. I didn't drive it today.
He was in Louisville today, speaking at.
But I don't know which one is Otto. I just turned it on off and it stopped doing it. But when I put it on either one of them, it was blinking.
No confirmation on an exact cause of
So I don't know which one is Otto.
The NBC station in Louisville said he grabbed his chest and he said he thought he was having a heart attack. Again, just terrible news about somebody who's meant so much to the city of Milwaukee and the Bucks organization. Charles Benson joining me at the desk. Charles, you were there in September when it was announced that Junior Bridgman was coming back into the Bucks fold and buying a chunk of the team. What was that moment like?
It was a moment of joy for everyone in the room. I mean, everyone that had an encounter with Junior loved Junior, not only from his time here in Milwaukee as a player, but really, remarkably, his time here as a business person. I go to Jimmy Haslam, who's one of the other co-owners. He describes Junior as a spectacular basketball player, businessman, and person. And that really sort of sums up who Junior Bridgman was. I mean, this man who had so many great accomplishments, not only on the court, but even after leaving basketball. Look, he made good money as a basketball player, but it wasn't generational wealth. And so he went out and built this empire, this business empire. And I think it speaks to who he was as a business person. I remember he was describing building up the Wendy's and all these different franchises that he ended up owning. But he was working there, and one day he's telling me, like, yeah, I'm there flipping the hamburgers, handing the bags out the window, because he wanted to set a tone inside the business. Look, if I can do this, you can do this. Even as a guy who's as successful as he was always there to, from what I could tell, to be a helping hand, to be an inspiration to so many.
Yes, sir. We learning about investing today, my boy.
Not only to the Bucks family, but to the business.
Get you some sauce up in there. Learn about investing. Shit you'll be able to use for the rest of your life. Change your family life.
Business acumen after Junior Bridgman. You know, they always tell us stories about how 75% of athletes, 0 to 5 years after they're done playing, go broke. And I never wanted to be that. So I always started looking at people, Michael, of course, Magic. But I remember one time before this came out, I was like, oh, I know I'm on this list.
Go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Go. Jump. Jump, jump. 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 For the water bottle. Jump. Go.
What's really important in life, and just talk to him and get involved. Because he get involved, you can be involved. Being involved in all our meetings and talk about what's going on and all those kind of things. So I said, well, if that's the case,
Sir,
I'll seriously look at it.
shout out to my
Yeah.
boy Mad Cow.
How do you measure success for the Bucks?
If you can help someone improve their life and improve where they're going in life, then I think you can really say that you've been successful. When I look at our team and the teams that we played on the Bucks, I mean, the guys that we played with and against ended up becoming great human beings and great people and made a difference in society.
That's big, man. I want to take this out right quick. You can hear me, Jose? You can hear me? So watch this. 450 fast food restaurants, including Wendy's, Chili's, and Fazoli's. His company Bridgman Foods generated over $500 million in annual revenue before he sold most of his restaurants.
He's about to hit Coda.
$250 million in 2016. 2016, Bridgman became pivoted into the beverage industry by acquiring Heartland Coca-Cola.
You keep letting these dogs out without these leashes. They ain't trained.
Nebraska. Bridgman's family also
They
acquired
ain't
the
finna listen
iconic
to
Jet,
nothing.
black media brands Jet and Ebony. In 2024, Bridgman purchased a 10% stake in the Milwaukee Bucks. The team he played for during his career had an estimated net worth of $1.4 billion. Other investment also held position on several boards: Fifth Third Bank, Louisville Free Public Library, and the Crusade for Children's Foundation.
Come here.
So let's just take a minute and
Come here.
salute that black man.
I know what the leash is, though.
Yeah.
Also, what I want to say is this for a second.
No, I ain't gonna be able to go where I want to. This the one with the
You can't be the
double.
model for somebody else. Not gonna lie, man. Like, when I hear stories like this, bruh, like, think about this.
Where'd it go?
Bruh the King made $2.something million his whole career. That's before taxes, fam. Let's just make sure we understand that. To buy 450 fast food chains. That means he was educating himself. He understood that, yo, this ain't enough. I made a post today on Instagram where I said, hey, bro, I talked to the men. And this was and I hope the women don't take this as a slight to them. Because we live in a world where everybody emotional. And when you say something, people are like, well, what about us? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. But I come from an era of understanding that men are so-called heads of household. It's not saying that you make the most money or none of that. It's just saying like, yo, the leadership of what we go at should fall on me. And men should take pride in that. I know I do. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in saying, y'all know I'm in a newfound relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I take pride in saying, all right, bro, like, one of the things I take pride in is like saying to myself, all right, like, when she come here, like, here's where I want us to go at. And whether she know it or not, like in my brain, I'm like trying to position what we doing. Like I hear her talk about her business and stuff, but in my mind, I'm like, man, I hear you, but we gonna help do that, but we building this out, and like, how do I plug her and bolt her on, and then help her do what she gotta do, right? So I made a post today that said, fellas, now is the time. Now is the time when we step into position and give our families the financial direction that we need. We buy these assets while they're on sale right now. I say stocks are on sale, crypto is on sale, and whether you realize it or not, real estate is on sale. It's in a bargaining thing. Why? Because you got a lot of motivated sellers because people want to get out of stuff. People have been over leveraging. What do people do in environments where they like this? They don't even see the storm coming, but you start painting stuff that ain't there yet. And so you start doing what? Panic selling. The noise that's surrounded by something makes people make decisions that are temporary, that last for a lifetime. And so, fellas, I say this is the time where we tell our wife, you tell your girl, hey, check this out. We not about to do the shopping. We not about to do the Chanel bags. We not about to do the trips. We not about to do the vacations. We not about to do the birthday parties. We about to, if this thing look how it look, we about to be buying these assets, and I need you to trust me. And you can't just say we gonna do that. You gotta do it. Because here's what she gonna do. If you say we doing something and you don't do it, she ain't gonna take you serious. She gonna keep doing what she doing. But if you say you doing something and you get, hey, listen, we not buying that right now. This is what we doing. And it may be an uncomfortable conversation because it ain't something y'all used to doing. And you gotta say, hey, 12 months from now, our net worth gonna be double or triple. A year, 18 months from now, our net worth gonna be double or triple. We may get our first fullplex right now, but at the end of this, we probably gonna have 2, 3 of them. We may have 10,000 right now in stocks, but by the end of this, we gonna have 30,000, 40,000, whatever it is. On the other side of this, you can quadruple, and I promise you, she gonna love you more for that, and she gonna take you more serious, because she gonna know now you are the man that ain't just coming home saying, here go the check to pay the bills. You the man saying, hey, I got the check right now. We gonna invest this money right now. When I worked as an iron worker, a lot of men used to be like, hey, bro, I just give my wife the check and I get the whatever left over. I ain't got nothing to say about that. But right now, you come on and say, hey, how much the bills is? We about to invest the rest of this. Hey, let's pay down the credit card debt some and put that money here, right here. Hey, put the credit cards away for the next whatever. We got to do this. We got to cut back on this. We got to cut back on that. Yep, because we don't know what's coming on. But guess what we are going to do? We not going to miss this moment. The man turned $2.5 million in overall earnings. That's before taxes to $1.4 billion. It did not happen overnight. He didn't buy 450 restaurants all at once. He bought them one by one. And here's the thing I also understand. He kept getting knowledge. He kept learning. Can't know anybody just become a Coca-Cola distributor, fam. That door ain't just open for everybody. You got to make some connections. Fellas, get out of that I don't want to make no new friends shit. Fellas, get out of that I'm too gangster. Fellas, get out of that I'm going to learn the hard way. Get out of that, fellas. Get out of that. The way to increase your network is not only by learning, but it's by connecting with people who are smarter than you. It's by connecting with people who done did things that you haven't done. It's by connecting with people who you inspire to emulate. I'm going to say it again. It's by connecting with people who you inspire to emulate, fam. You heard what Shaq said? He said, hey, I patterned my entire thing, blueprint, behind him. Magic said, I saw the post from Magic. Magic said, I learned so much from him. So what that mean? Off of his blueprint, you got a Magic Johnson who does what now? Own a whole bunch of restaurants and got part ownership in franchises. Then you got a Shaquille O'Neal who got a whole bunch of The blueprint is there. The blueprint is there. But we got to be willing. We got to be willing to say, now is the time. I know you want the money sitting in the bank. I know you still want to show us on the ground that you fly. I know you want to still show us that you get money. I know you still want to show us you got the Louis bag and you can still buy your girl the Birkin bag and you got the Louis luggage and you got the Goyard. I get it. But next year, Louis going to drop something else. Next year, Chanel going to drop. Next year, Fendi going to drop some more shoes. For me, Tom Ford going to keep coming with more suits. This is the best time to accumulate wealth for your household. Guess what? You don't even got to be in the options market. Just start with learning how to buy and hold and graduate. But this is the time to be aggressive. There's a time to be aggressive. When that fear and greed index is in extreme fear or fear, that's the time to be aggressive. When it start getting to neutral, you ease back a little bit. When it start being to greed, you make your position. When it start getting to really extreme greed, you just say, I'm going to sit on the side. But why they say fear and extreme fear? You're supposed to be aggressive in the market. Warren Buffett said what? Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. There's no better time than now. There's no better time than now. Here's why I know it. Because during the pandemic, by the time 2023 came, everybody was like, man, I wish I would have got in, man. 2024, man, I wish I would have got in. We back there now. Same opportunity. Ladies, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But the fellas, this one for y'all, bro. For the ladies, they got to handle their business. Nah, you double down, queen. You know what you got to do. But fellas, I'm just saying, if you really want to be the head of your household right now, yo, let's get your money in order, fam. It's time to build that bridge, stock by stock, build that foundation, investment by investment. Go get that duplex. Let's go. Go learn how to wholesale, fix your credit, all that. It's the time right now, bruh. Because when all that money start coming back into the market, what you don't want to be is on the sideline saying, man, I wish. Now you trying to chase the market and it's already running. The best thing to do is be positioned while the market is taking a break. So when it start running, you already in the race. You already got a couple laps on everybody else. I ain't never had to chase the market. I always been in position. I'll take the short-term pain so when it start running again, now we just, oh, bet, it's all up. You don't build a $1.4 billion portfolio all at once. You build it one investment at a time, one relationship at a time, one negotiation at a time. But you also change one life at a time.
Got too thirsty.
You impact one person at a time.
Got thirsty.
So that's the goal for us, man. That's what we doing here, y'all. I told y'all in the beginning, those who persevere have the best stories to tell. Because you can say, yo, this ain't come easy. Bro, I can't wait till the other side of it when I can say, yo, I was down $1 million, fam. I was down 1.5 at one point. I was down 1.1 at one point. But guess what? We turned that and because that becomes now another chapter on the story. We see the $1.4 billion portfolio, but here's what we don't see. How many investments went wrong for him? Because he didn't get that without making some bad ones. But guess what? The goal is to win more than you lose. At $1.4 billion, he won way more than he lost. There's some deals in there that went bad. There's some franchise he probably had to sell that just didn't go right. But he won way more.